hard. We got out there, in front of the fans, showed them a good time, and I felt good, the whole day. So.
Feel like you got a connection with Dez?
Yeah, he's an awesome receiver. Him and Seth Dawkins. They're great receivers. They're young, but they're ready. So, yeah.
What makes Fitzpatrick so good?
He can run his routes great. He got great hands. He know how to use his body, to make himself open when he's not really open. So, yeah.
When our coach talked a lot about timing, what did you feel like you need to improve on? And that seemed like was his big thing.
Yeah, sacks too. He felt like I hold the ball too long sometimes. And, yeah, like he said, timing with the routes. Receivers coming out there breaks. I got to hit them on time. So it was a lot of that sometimes in the game. So, yeah.
When you think back of the sacks last year, you put some of those on yourself right now. How do you even?
No, it's a team game, so yeah, I put that on myself. It's a lot of times we shouldn't have had sacks. I try to do extra and make a good play instead of throwing the ball away. So yeah, I say it was on me sometimes.
Lamar, look at the stats you put up in last year's spring game. Everybody says, "Wow, what an incredible spring game!" But do you feel like you got more done this Saturday as opposed to last year?
Well, I don't really remember what happened last year. I try to keep that in last year. I'm focused on this year. This year, I felt like we all had a good spring.
Did you feel like Coach said he thought it would be more competitive because he split the teams up different? Did you feel like it would be going in?
Yeah. I was telling them they was cheating. They had a lot of great players on their side, and I kept telling them that. I was telling them, well, the white team, I don't like y'all right now until after the game. So we had a little rival going on.
Stacy, you're shaking your head.
They cheated. That's all I gotta say.
You don't think the teams were even?
No, it was even. It was just good competition out there today. That's all it was about. So it was good. It was good. Good split teams. So it was good competition.
What do you feel like the defense improved on the most this year?
Just picking up the new playbook and then new techniques and different formations that we're going up against. So just getting better in our playbook and recognizing what's on the field.
Dez, you got targeted quite a bit. Just talk about your spring and how you progressed since your redshirt year.
Since my redshirt year, just had to focus on the playbook, learning the offense, learning to play fast, the transition from high school to college, obviously. And, that redshirt year, I got bigger, stronger, faster, learned the playbook, learn how to do everything at a college level. So I feel like that redshirt year definitely helped.
Is there a special bond forming between you two?
Yeah, it's forming. It's definitely forming. But, yeah, you still got a lot to work on, Still, it's just a spring, but, headed into the season. Excited, though.
Dez, as far as the type of quarterback that Lamar is, what did you see from him this spring and obviously in this game? He had a couple of touchdown passes to you. What was it like to catch for him?
Well, obviously he's accurate, very accurate quarterback. So all I have to know is I have to just focus on my route. So I know if I beat my man, I know the ball's going to be there. And so, Lamar being the quarterback he is, he sees defenses open up. He knows his read. So I know if a play is called, and I know if I have to beat my man, I just have to focus on beating my man, and I know the ball's going to be at that exact spot where it's supposed to be.
I was wondering if you could talk about your first touchdown, like tight coverage and very small space that you had there to stay in bounds.
Yeah, well, just tried to high point the ball, try to make a play, stay in bounds, but it's absolutely great throw by Lamar right here. So.
Jay, you're talking about not only just your, but the takeaways that you guys had on your defense.
Oh, okay, well, shoot, it's kind of like apples and oranges. I feel like we did pretty good today. Especially with new defense. We executed a few calls that we had, and I feel like we played to our maximum ability. Played fast, physical.
Were you surprised they threw to your side?
I wasn't surprised. Juwan said he was gunning for me the whole week of practice actually. So, I'm not gonna say that to him.
Coach was saying you guys need to learn to not throw to your side. What does that say about the spring defense?
Man, well, it gets a little boring sometimes, but everything happens for a reason. I give my time.
You seem to see the field well. When you get a pick, you seem like you have an opportunity to find the end zone once you get it.
Oh, yeah. When I get interceptions, the closest thing to being on offense, So, I feel like Lamar Jackson out there on defense. Behind the hole.
Lamar, what did you see from Reggie today?
Man, I was telling him about that little movie he put on Stacy. My fault, but but he killed me. I ain't gonna lie. That was tremendous. That was crazy. You know, I was telling him he need to start doing it a little more. We just score a lot of more touchdowns.
Yeah.
What does it say for him? I mean, kind of he's been moved around, but what kind of a team player he is?
Yeah, freakish athlete. You know, he can get lined up anywhere, even quarterback. You know, throw the ball. You know, go through his progressions. Great. Reggie's just an all-around freakish athlete to me. And I always tell him that. So, a great player.
Lamar, what do you think was your best throw today?
Best throw. And here, one of my throws, those the boys catches. You know, he don't hit spectacular catches. You know, I just give all credit to them. You know, I can't throw the ball and catch myself. You know, I just put it up for them. Great catches.
Mark, talk about the throw and catch to the Keon. Coach Petrino said he was quite impressed with that play as well.
Oh, well, you know, it was really zone. Well, we really went off the linebackers. And, you know, one went down for the running back, and Keon ran a great route. And, you know, I just had to put it there. Coach always talking about putting helmet to the ball. And that's what I got to focus on, you know, accuracy. That's the main key, you know, with our receivers. So, yeah.
Stacy, what needs to happen between now and fall?
Well, I mean, we just defensive wise, just need to get everybody just need to get in their playbook. You know, understand their position better. That way, they can help whoever doesn't know understand the playbook. So just understand the playbook and better at their technique, pretty much.
Lamar, how much did you work with last year when he was redshirt? What did you know about his abilities?
We knew it as soon as he came in, you know, but we was really focused on the seniors who was leaving, you know, Quick and Jaire and them. So I used to get my chemistry down with them a lot more last year. But this year we've been working a lot on the all season, spring.
What are your impressions of him?
I told you. He's tremendous out there. You know, he got 4.3 speed, run his route crisp, got great hands. That's all you want in a receiver.
As far as your development as a quarterback goes, you know, Coach was talking how he wants you to play more under center. At the same time, you're having to break in, you know, receivers like Dez and Keon. How much of a challenge was this spring for you in having to, you know, not only progress as as a quarterback yourself, but also break in so many new skill position players?
Well, you know, it was easy, you know, because last year Coach was trying to do the same thing, you know. And we focused on that, a lot on that, you know, after the season. Spring came in, we was in the training center, you know, putting in extra work with each other. We were doing a lot of things, so we were just trying to get better. We came out here and we just progressed at it.
All right. All right, guys, thanks.
Let's go.